She stood there, quiet, calm, barely noticeable, wiping down tables as if the world hadn't just turned on her. But the moment those bullies grabbed her arm and called the cops to have her handcuffed, they had no idea they were messing with the daughter of one of the most decorated Navy SEALs in American history. And in the next few minutes, they were going to learn exactly what that meant. If you love your mom and dad, hit that subscribe button and show some love to them. Mia Sanders had worked at Ridgeview Diner for 2 years, quietly bussing tables, taking orders, and blending into the background so seamlessly that most of the regulars barely remembered she was there. She was soft-spoken, polite, and never raised her voice, even when she had every reason to. That quiet nature was not weakness. It was discipline. Her father, Commander Nathaniel Steele Ghost Sanders, one of the most respected Navy SEALs the country had ever produced, had raised her to always observe before reacting, think before speaking, and only fight when there was no other choice. And yet, despite her calm demeanor, life had a habit of placing her in situations where people mistook her silence for vulnerability, especially people like Tyler Briggs and his 2 relentless friends, Connor and Jaden. Tyler's father was a retired sheriff, and Tyler believed that alone made him untouchable. He had the confidence of someone who had never truly faced consequences, the smugness of a person protected by a last name. He strutted into the diner almost every afternoon, always looking for entertainment at someone else's expense. And Mia, quiet, reserved, and focused, became his favorite target. It started small, mocking her voice, mimicking her walk, laughing when she accidentally spilled a few drops of coffee. But bullies never stay small. They grow bold when ignored long enough. And Tyler grew bolder with each passing. Mia never said a word to them. She simply did her job, moved on, and kept her focus. But she wasn't blind. She saw the smirks, the looks exchanged between them, the cruel creativity bubbling in their minds. And even though she remained quiet externally, inside she was cataloging every detail the way her father taught her. She had learned situational awareness by the age of 9, discipline by the age of 10, and controlled emotional response by the time she turned 12. Growing up with a Navy SEAL parent was different. But in moments like this, it became her secret shield. On a quiet Thursday afternoon, the diner was half full. Truckers grabbing late lunches, a family with 2 kids celebrating a birthday, a few elderly regulars reading newspapers. Mia moved smoothly between tables, taking orders with her usual soft smile. That was when Tyler and his crew stormed in, loud, obnoxious, and clearly looking for trouble. "You think she'll cry today?" Tyler said loudly as he slid into his usual booth. "Quiet girl like that probably cries over anything," Connor snorted. "Bet she cried this morning just waking up." Jaden added, "Nah man, girls like her don't cry, they just break." Mia pretended not to hear them. She stepped up to the table with her notepad. "What can I get you guys today?" Tyler leaned back, eyes narrowing. "You can start with saying, 'Please.'" Mia blinked softly. "Please tell me your order." "That's not the way you say it," Tyler mocked, and the whole table burst into laughter. She patiently wrote down their order and walked away, refusing to let their words dent her composure. 15 minutes later, the food arrived. But Tyler, seeking a reaction, pushed his plate aside. "I didn't order this." Mia double-checked her notes. "You ordered the bacon cheeseburger with curly fries." Tyler shook his head dramatically. "No, I wanted a double bacon cheeseburger. You messed up my—" "You didn't say double," Mia responded calmly. "You calling me a liar now?" he barked, raising his voice so the whole diner could hear. Heads turned. Mia felt her jaw tighten, but her voice remained steady. "I'm not calling you anything. I'm only telling you what you ordered." Tyler saw the attention and decided to escalate. "You know what? I'm sick of your attitude. Maybe the police should deal with you." Connor grinned. "Dude, do it. Your dad always said she was weird." Jaden added, "Yeah, she probably stole something from the register." Mia froze. They were going too far now. But before she could speak, Tyler stood up abruptly and marched toward the counter, pulling out his phone dramatically. "I'm calling the cops. Let's see how quiet you are when they put cuffs on you." The diner murmured with confusion. The manager, an elderly man named Frank, stepped forward. "Tyler, calm down. No one stole anything. Mia doesn't have an attitude. She's doing her..." But Tyler didn't care. He dialed 911 with exaggerated flair. "Yeah, hi. I want to report a theft and aggressive behavior by a waitress at Ridgeview Diner." Mia flinched, not out of fear, but disbelief. She had encountered unfairness before, but calling the cops over a made-up story? Even for Tyler, this was a new low. Within minutes, a squad car pulled up outside. Officers Hayes and Ramirez stepped inside, hands resting on their belts as they surveyed the situation. Tyler ran toward them dramatically. "Officers, that's her, the quiet girl with the ponytail. She stole money from the register and threatened us." Officer Hayes turned his attention to Mia. "Ma'am, we need to speak with you." Before she could explain, Tyler jumped in. "Just put the cuffs on her. She was getting aggressive. We're scared for our safety." Ramirez narrowed his eyes at the boys. Something didn't add up, but Hayes followed procedure. "Ma'am, for now, please place your hands behind your back." The diner erupted. "What? She didn't do anything. Mia would never steal. This is ridiculous." Even Frank rushed forward. "Officers, this is a misunderstanding." "It's okay, Frank," Mia said softly. "Let them do their job." As Hayes reached for the cuffs, Mia stepped forward just an inch. Her voice calm but firm. "Before you do this, you may want to run my name, Mia Sanders." Hayes paused. "Why?" "Just run it," she said quietly. He exchanged a look with Ramirez, then typed into his tablet. As the information pulled up, his entire expression changed. Ramirez leaned over his shoulder and muttered under his breath, "No way." "Sanders. As in Commander Nathaniel Sanders?" Hayes swallowed. "Mia Sanders, daughter of Commander Sanders. Awarded multiple medals. Served in classified operations." "That Commander Sanders?" Mia nodded once. "Yes, sir." Tyler's smirk faded. What does that even mean? Instead of answering, Officer Hayes straightened up. "Mia, I am very sorry for the misunderstanding." Ramirez added sharply, "This young woman comes from one of the most respected military families in the state. Her father trained half the special ops team on the Western Coast." Gasps filled the diner. But the real twist came when the officers turned toward Tyler. "Son," Hayes said coldly, "you just filed a false police report. That's a criminal offense." Tyler's face drained of color. "Wait, Ramirez cut him off. Additionally, accusing someone of theft without proof, attempting to provoke law enforcement, and causing public disturbance. This is serious." Connor and Jaden panicked. "We didn't mean it like that. It was a joke, just a joke. We thought she wouldn't say anything." Mia stepped forward, and for the first time, her composure shifted, not into anger, but into something sharper, something Tyler had never seen before. "Do you know what my father taught me?" she said quietly. "He taught me that people show their true nature when they think no one will hold them accountable. You thought being loud made you powerful, but real strength doesn't need noise." Hayes nodded. "She's right." Tyler stuttered. Come on, guys. We didn't mean any harm." "Tell that to the judge," Ramirez said. But then Mia stepped forward again. "Wait." The officers stopped. "I don't want to press charges," she said. The entire diner gasped again. "Are you sure?" Hayes asked. Mia nodded. "Yes. But they need to understand that this is the last time they try to ruin someone's life for entertainment." Tyler was shaking, tears forming. "Why are you not charging us?" Mia looked him dead in the eyes. "Because someone has to be the adult in the room." Hayes cleared his throat. "Even if she's not pressing charges, we will still be notifying your parents and issuing a formal report. Actions have consequences." Tyler, Connor, and Jaden were escorted outside, pale and silent. The diner erupted into applause as Mia exhaled slowly. Frank hugged her. "You handled that like a true warrior," she smiled softly. "I had a good teacher." Hours later, as the diner closed, a black SUV pulled up. Commander Nathaniel Sanders stepped out, tall, stern, but with warmth in his eyes. "Heard you had quite a day," she shrugged. "Just handled it the way you taught me." He smiled. "I'm proud of you, kid." And as they drove home, Mia realized something important. Sometimes silence isn't weakness, it's control. And sometimes the quietest person in the room is the one you should never underestimate. The end of the video, ask them, "Now tell me, from which part of the country are you watching this story?" The night after the incident, Mia expected things to return to normal, but life rarely calms down just because you want it to. The next morning, Ridgeview was buzzing like a hive poked with a stick. Every table was filled, every customer whispering, every eye glancing toward the counter where she stood refilling the coffee machine. Word had spread far beyond the diner, across town, across the county, even across the nearby military base. People had come not for breakfast, but to see the quiet girl whose bullies called the cops on her without knowing she was a Navy SEAL's daughter. Videos from witnesses had exploded on social media by dawn, showing Tyler and his friends being confronted by officers while Mia remained calm and composed. Overnight, she had become a local legend. But Mia didn't care about being a story. She cared about peace. And today, peace felt further away than ever. Frank, her manager, walked up to her, rubbing his temples. "Mia, kid, you okay? Handling this crowd?" She nodded, her voice steady. "I'll be fine." But peace shattered the moment the door slammed open and a woman stormed in. Sharp heels, sharp eyes, and an even sharper attitude. Linda Briggs, Tyler's mother. A woman known for using her status and last name like a weapon. She marched straight toward Mia with fire in her eyes. "You!" she hissed, stabbing a finger toward her. "You humiliated my son!" Mia barely reacted. "Ma'am, your son made false accusations. He called the police on me. He's a child. He's 18. He was pressured. He was laughing," Mia responded evenly. Linda's face contorted. "Listen to me, little girl. My husband is a retired sheriff. My family has served this community for decades. We don't get embarrassed, we don't get challenged, and we certainly don't get pushed around by some waitress." The diner fell silent. Frank stepped forward. "Mrs. Briggs, please calm down." But she cut him off. "Stay out of it, Frank. This is between me and her." Mia met Linda's glare without flinching. "I'm not here to challenge anyone. I just did my job." Linda leaned in closer, lowering her voice to a venomous whisper. "Then maybe you should find a new job, because I will make it my mission to shut this place down if I ever see you put your hands near my son's future again." A few customers gasped. Mia stared back, calm but firm. "Threatening businesses won't change what your son did." Linda scoffed. "You think you're untouchable because of your father? He's a soldier. My husband was the law. And in this town, the law carries more weight." Mia didn't respond. She didn't need to. Because at that exact moment, the diner door opened again. and in walked Commander Nathaniel Sanders. His presence filled the room instantly. Calm, powerful, authoritative. He didn't have to raise his voice for people to feel it. Ma'am," he said, stepping between Mia and Linda. "My daughter doesn't need to defend herself. Not from bullies, not from your son, and certainly not from you." Linda's arrogance faltered for the first time. I was just explaining." "No," Commander Sanders interrupted. "You were threatening her, harassing her, attempting to intimidate her, and that ends now." Linda swallowed hard. "Your daughter is stronger than you realize," he said quietly. "And she has more control in her little finger than most people manage in a lifetime." The diner watched, breathless. Linda shook her head, regaining some of her false confidence. "This isn't over." But Commander Sanders stepped closer, his tone shifting from calm to ice. "You're right. It's not." Her eyes widened. "Because if your son or his friends come near my daughter again, I won't be dealing with it as a father." He paused. "I'll be dealing with it as a Navy SEAL." The message landed so clearly, the entire diner seemed to inhale at once. Linda froze, then turned sharply and stormed out, slamming the door behind her. A wave of murmurs rippled across the room. Commander Sanders let out a long breath. "You okay, kid?" Mia nodded. "Yes, Dad. I can handle people like her." He placed a hand on her shoulder. "I know, but you shouldn't have to handle them alone." He stayed with her for the next few hours, helping serve tables, refilling waters, and even chatting with customers who approached him with admiration. Despite being a decorated SEAL, he treated everyone kindly. That was the Sanders way. But the calm didn't last. Later that afternoon, as Mia stepped outside to take the trash out, she noticed a black SUV parked behind the diner. The windows were tinted, the engine running. Something felt off. She reached for her phone, ready to call her father when the back door of the SUV opened and Tyler stepped out. Except this wasn't the same cocky teenager who had mocked her the day before. His eyes were swollen, his voice shaky. Mia, I need to talk to you." She kept her distance. "Your mother already spoke plenty." He shook his head desperately. "No, please, just listen. I didn't know she was going to come after you. I didn't know she'd threaten the diner, I swear." "Tyler," she said slowly, "you called the cops on me." "I know," he croaked, "and I messed up. I messed up big, but you don't understand what my life is like. My mom, she controls everything. She controls my friends, my school, my choices. If I don't do what she wants, she makes my life hell." Mia hesitated. Tyler continued, voice cracking. "Yesterday, when I told the officers you were aggressive, she told me to do it. She said embarrassing someone else would boost my leadership confidence. She tells me who to bully, who to avoid, who to be friends with." Mia exhaled. The bully was being bullied. He wiped his eyes. "I'm not asking you to forgive me. I just don't want this to get worse." Before Mia could answer, another voice emerged from behind the SUV. "Oh, it's going to get a lot worse." Linda Briggs stepped out, face twisted with fury. "Get in the car, Tyler." He didn't move. "Now." He shook his head. "No, I'm not doing this anymore." Linda's eyes darkened. "You think you get to defy me because this girl scared you? Because the police got involved?" Mia stepped between them. "Ma'am, your son isn't the problem. You are." Linda pointed at her. "This is your fault. Everything was fine until you started causing issues." "I didn't cause anything," Mia replied. "You did, and now your son is paying for it." Linda lunged forward, grabbing Tyler's arm. "Get in the car!" Tyler flinched. And that was the moment Commander Sanders appeared again. Quiet, steady, a shadow moving with precision. "Let go of the boy." Linda spun around. "You again? This is a family matter." "No," he said calmly. "This is abuse." You can't prove anything. I don't have to. Your son just did. She froze. A second SUV pulled up, the officers from the day before stepping out. Hayes and Ramirez. We got a call about potential harassment and endangerment, Hayes announced. Linda's face twisted. Who called you? I did, Tyler whispered. Linda stared at him in betrayal. Hayes stepped forward. Ma'am, step away from the boy. This is insane, she shrieked. He's my son, Ramirez replied, and he's clearly scared of you. For the first time, Linda Briggs looked defeated. Tyler walked toward Mia, voice trembling. Thank you. She shook her head softly. I didn't do anything. You did more than you think, he said. You didn't let her break you, and seeing that helped me stop letting her break me. The officers guided Linda into their vehicle as Tyler watched silently. Not out of triumph, but relief. Commander Sanders put a hand on Tyler's shoulder. You're going to be okay, son. Tyler nodded. I hope so. As the evening sun dipped behind the diner, Mia realized something she had never understood so clearly before. Sometimes the strongest battles weren't fought on battlefields, but inside homes, inside hearts, inside relationships where no one ever saw the scars. And sometimes standing up for yourself gives someone else the courage to stand up too.